Hi, we're Jen and Chris Coursey, and today we want to talk to you about the fact that for many of us, we're having a little bit of depression stirred up from this disconnection from people. I really used to struggle with depression in my past, and these relational skills have made a significant, huge difference for me. But I've noticed with our routine disrupted, disconnection from people that I'm used to getting to interact with, the lack of looking things to look forward to with the unknown about next month, let alone next week, that depression is starting to really creep in for me a little bit, and I've had to be intentional about it.
Yeah, and being intentional is the key word here. So what we're trying to do with these videos is give you opportunities for practice. Like this, there's a lot of good information in these videos. I think we're going on almost 30 videos here, so lots of good information. However, it's the practice. We want you to practice relational skills. This is what physically changes your brain, which then spills over into all your relationships. So part of the reason people are struggling with depression is just your brain looks back to predict the future, right? So I look back to predict what's around the corner. And when we look back this past month, there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of despair. And as Jen said, there's just a lot of isolation. And whether we like it or not, our brain is designed for relationships. And so we are feeling it no matter what your attachment style is, whether you're distracted and you love the interaction or you're dismissive and you love the isolation. You know what? All of us are feeling it. So Jen, what should we do with this? What would you recommend?
Well, the interesting thing is the relational skills actually make a significant impact on depression, and not just in my own life. There's studies that have shown that it can have a significant reduction in depression for people when they practice these relational skills. Did you want to comment on that?
Yeah, a friend of ours, Pastor Lee from Anuri Church in South Korea, we've been doing the Thrive training over there for a number of years now. Our colleagues have been over there doing speaking and training. And Pastor Lee is a staff member, a leader in a church with over 100,000 people. 100,000 people. He oversees over some 500 leaders. And he's been really researching and doing his doctoral thesis on relational skills. And what he's noticed with relational skills is as his community starts to practice them, he's noticing obviously better relationships. He's noticing more spiritual maturity. He's seeing a positive change in people's mental health. He's seeing, especially people with obsessive compulsive tendencies, that's being reduced. Praise God. He's seeing more better relationships, but more relational circuit engagement. People's relational brains are online. But what's interesting is he's seeing quite a significant reduction in depression in his people that he's been studying here. And he's seeing actually people who struggle with paranoia issues, he's seeing a great improvement there, which tells us the survival circuit is actually turning down. So these are just a few of his observations, but those are pretty big. And so we've been really encouraged to see how relational skills have really made a difference. So Jen, what else can people do to help with some of these struggles?
Well, so specifically, I would encourage you guys to do some quieting, some appreciation, some interaction with a manual, some joy stories, and we have previous videos on all of those topics, as well as blogs and free webinars and online practice community where we dive deeper into those skills at the thrivetoday.org website. Today, the thing we're going to talk to you a little bit about specifically is connection, because that is what we are all really missing right now. Probably the most is that connection. So how can you connect while you are in this season of social distancing? And I would encourage you to take walks, meet up with a friend and take a walk 6 feet apart or do a video chat or a phone call with friends. You can reach out to people you haven't talked to in a long time. Just chat with people and engage with them. I would encourage you to even consider doing like a Bible study together, whether it's on Zoom. The Relational Skills in the Bible is a great Bible study that goes into the Bible also, of course, but it gives you some practical hands-on exercises that you can do with friends.
And that's the key. The exercises is really the key.
So it gives you some opportunities to do this with others, even though you can't necessarily be with them in your home. Although if you have people in your home, you could do it with them for sure. You could do it on Zoom and connect with people. But at Thrive Today, we are the practice people. We are interested in seeing you practice these things because when we put it into practice is when it makes a difference. So today I would encourage you to find a way to connect with others. And if you're interested in some of those other skills, check out some of the previous videos that walk you through quieting, appreciation, interaction with the manual, and some good stories.
Yes, put it into practice, my friends. You'll notice the difference, notice how you feel, and be a blessing to the people around you.
Mm-hmm.